Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer while the poor stay stuck in the same place? It's not just money, it's mindset. It's habits. It's decisions made in silence that echo in fortune. The top 1% don't think like the rest. They're wired differently. While most people chase quick wins, they build empires. While the poor blame the system, they learn how to control it. In this video, we're breaking down what actually separates the rich from the poor. Not hype, not theory, just raw, brutal truth. Get ready to reprogram your mindset, or stay stuck forever. Your choice. The poor chase money. The rich make money chase them. Poor mindset says, if I only had more money, all my problems would go away. Rich mindset asks, how can I use money to create more freedom? More time, more opportunities? To the poor, money is the finish line. To the rich, money is a vehicle, a tool to get where they want to go. That's why poor people trade time for money, working hours for dollars, while the rich trade systems for money, buying back their time. The poor fear money, they hoard it, save it, obsess over losing it. The rich study it, multiply it, respect it, but never worship it. Money is not the goal. Impact is, freedom is, legacy is. Until you stop worshiping money and start mastering it, you'll always work for it, instead of making it work for you. I want it now. That's the anthem of the broke. The poor want instant pleasure, quick results, overnight success. And when they don't get it, they quit. But the rich, they play a different game, a slow game, a strategic one, a game of delayed gratification. They sacrifice comfort today for freedom tomorrow. Do you know what separates a six-figure earner from someone who's stuck on minimum wage? It's not intelligence. It's not even work ethic. It's the ability to wait. The rich understand that the best things in life, wealth, health, freedom, all come from compound results, not instant ones. They're not swiping credit cards for a new phone. They're investing that money into a skill that will buy them 10 phones later. The poor mindset says, why should I wait when I can enjoy now? Why should I invest in the long term when I can party this weekend? But that mindset comes with a price, a lifetime of regret. The marshmallow test. A famous study called the marshmallow test asked kids a simple question. You can eat this marshmallow now or wait 15 minutes and get 2. Years later, researchers followed those same kids. Guess what? The ones who waited were more successful in every area of life. Higher income, better health, stronger relationships. Why? Because they had discipline. Because they had vision beyond the moment. The rich live by this test every single day. They wait when others can't. They invest when others spend. They grind in silence while others flex on Instagram. Because they know, sacrifice now, mastery later. The harsh truth. The poor are addicted to entertainment. The rich are obsessed with education. One uses the internet to escape reality. The other uses it to transform it. The poor scroll. The rich study. The poor laugh. The rich learn. Every second you waste watching someone else live their dream is a second stolen from building your own. Let's break this mindset down. Poor mindset. I deserve to relax. I'm too tired to learn something new. I just want to chill after work. But chilling becomes a habit. And that habit becomes your reality. And suddenly, you're stuck in the same place year after year. Rich mindset. If I have time to scroll, I have time to grow. Relaxation is earned, not given. Every hour I invest in learning now will save me years later. That's the difference. One group consumes, the other creates. One is passive, the other is powerful. The digital trap. Let's be real. Your phone can either make you millions or steal your dreams. It's not about the device, it's how you use it. Poor mindset uses Netflix for escape, TikTok for distraction, YouTube for mindless content. Rich mindset uses YouTube for skills, podcasts for ideas, courses for mastery. They choose to watch videos that teach, not tease. They use every free moment to upgrade their mind. Learn to earn formula. Learn, apply, earn, repeat. This is the secret. The rich don't just read books. They execute what they read. They don't just listen to podcasts. They implement what they hear. They don't wait to be taught. They self-educate every single day. Real story. 2 friends, same background, both graduate with average grades. Both get average jobs. One spends evenings binge-watching shows. The other spends evenings learning copywriting, marketing, sales. Fast forward 3 years. The first is still stuck in the same job, complaining about the system. The second now runs a successful online business making 6 figures a year. Why? Not luck, not IQ, not magic. Just mindset. The rich learn from everything. They don't just learn from books or courses. They learn from failure, conversations, mistakes, mentors, enemies, the streets, the silence. Every moment is a class. Every day is a seminar, because they're always observing, always questioning, always growing. I don't have time is a lie. People say, I wish I had time to learn. I'm just too busy. Really? You had time for 2 hours of Netflix, 30 minutes on TikTok, 20 minutes arguing online, 1 hour scrolling YouTube shorts. That's 3+ hours wasted daily. Now imagine if you use just one of those hours to learn. A high-income skill, a business model, communication, how to sell, how to think better. You'd be dangerous in 6 months, unstoppable in a year. Change your input, change your life. If you want a new life, you need a new mindset. To get a new mindset, you need new inputs. Stop feeding your brain junk. Start feeding it. Books that make you uncomfortable. Videos that challenge your beliefs. Conversations with winners. Environments that stretch you. Because comfort is a killer. Growth lives in discomfort. Lock in. Here's your blueprint. Every day, ask yourself, what did I learn today? How did I apply it? What's my next step? Track it, journal it, obsess over it. Turn your brain into a weapon, not a sponge for nonsense. Entertain to escape and you stay stuck. Learn to earn and you never go back. You're not poor because you're lazy. You're poor because you're distracted. You don't need more motivation. You need education. So the next time you pick up your phone, ask yourself, am I building or escaping? Because your future depends on that answer. Mindset 4, ownership. Over excuses, the game changer. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Let that sink in. Yes, maybe you were born poor. Yes, maybe your family didn't teach you about money. Yes, maybe the system is unfair. But none of that gives you the right to quit. Because the moment you blame anything outside of you, you give away your power. The harsh reality. Excuses feel good, but they never change your life. Excuses are comfortable. They protect your ego. They give you a story to tell yourself when you're not willing to change. But here's the truth. The rich don't make excuses. They make adjustments. The poor say, it's not my fault. The rich say, it's my responsibility. The victim loop. The poor live in a loop of excuses. The economy is bad. I wasn't born with connections. I don't have time. I'm not lucky like them. And guess what? That loop keeps them stuck in permanent poverty. Excuses are the chains that keep your potential locked up. And every time you repeat one, you add another link. But the rich? They break that chain with ownership. They say, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. No one is coming to save me. I am responsible for my success or failure. Because once you take full ownership, you also take full control. Let's compare. Poor mindset. Blames the boss. Blames the parents. Blames the government. Blames timing, weather, traffic, anything. They always have a reason why they can't. Rich mindset. Maybe it wasn't my fault, but I'll fix it anyway. No matter what's broken, I'll find a way. I'm the captain of this ship. This mindset turns victims into victors. Real story. The 2 employees. 2 men get fired from the same company on the same day. One curses the company, blames the economy, and sits at home for months. The other uses the free time to start freelancing, learns new skills, and builds a 6-figure agency in a year. Same situation, different mindset, different outcome. The 3 levels of responsibility. Blame, it's their fault. 0 growth, 0 control. Justify, it's not my fault, but mental gymnastics. Still stuck. Own it. It happened. Let's fix it. Pure power, total freedom. The rich live in level 3 every single day. Every excuse is a brick in your prison. Every time you say, I don't have the time, I'm not smart enough, I don't know how to start, you're laying another brick in the wall that traps you. But here's the good news. You can break that wall with one decision. I take ownership of everything in my life. Not because it's fair, but because it's the only way out. Excuses the rich never use. I wasn't born rich. They're lucky. It's too hard. It's not the right time. I'll do it later. They know the truth. It's never the right time. There's never a perfect moment. Winners move anyway. Tools of ownership. Want to shift your mindset starting today? Use these 5 mental tools. Radical honesty. Call yourself out. No sugarcoating. Be honest about your laziness, distractions, and decisions. Responsibility ritual. Every morning ask, what's one thing I can fix today? No blame rule. For 30 days, blame no one. Not your boss, not your family, not the world. Language shift. Replace I can't with how can I? Replace why me with try me. Ownership journal. End your day writing. What did I control today? What can I improve tomorrow? These aren't just exercises. They're mindset weapons. Ownership is not guilt. Let's be clear. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you blame yourself for everything. It means, even if it's not my fault, I'll respond with power, not pity. You control your reactions, habits, thoughts, energy, choices. That's where your future is shaped. Final words, part 5, summary. Excuses are heavy. Ownership is light. One drags you down. The other lifts you up. The poor mindset stays stuck in stories. The rich mindset writes a new story. So ask yourself, am I blaming or building? Am I explaining or executing? Because your excuses won't build your dream. Only ownership will. Mindset 5. Build assets, not just income. If your money stops when you stop, you're not rich, you're rented. Most people spend their entire life chasing one thing, a paycheck. They work, get paid, spend, and repeat, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. But here's the bitter truth. You can't become truly wealthy by trading your time for money. You need something more powerful. You need assets. What's an asset? An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket, even when you're sleeping, even when you're sick, even when you're on vacation. Assets don't need your time. They multiply your money. The poor mindset. Work, money. Poor and middle-class people think, I need a job to make money. I need a raise to grow. If I don't work, I don't eat. They are slaves to income. They live in the cycle of earn, spend, repeat. They make money just to spend it, never thinking about how to multiply it. The dangerous trap. Let's be real. Even if you make 10K a month, if that money stops when you stop working, you're not free. You're rented by the system. And most people, they're living paycheck to paycheck, not because they're broke, but because they never built assets. The rich mindset, assets, freedom. The rich don't chase paychecks. They build machines that pay them forever. They understand this core rule of wealth. Income feeds your lifestyle. Assets feed your freedom. They use their income to build real estate portfolios, online businesses, stocks and dividends, digital products, royalties, personal brands, intellectual property. Each one becomes a soldier that works 24/7, even when they don't. Assets versus liabilities. The rich know the difference. Asset buys you freedom. Liability steals your future. Poor people buy fancy cars on EMI, designer clothes, iPhones on credit, Netflix subscriptions, useless gadgets. Rich people buy stocks, income-generating properties, content that pays forever, websites, SaaS, and courses, distribution, reach, audience, brand. Poor buy things to impress. Rich buy things that produce. Real example. Let's say you make 1,000. Poor mindset. Spend it all. Rent, food, shopping, fun. Rich mindset. Spend $500 to live. Invest $500 to grow. That $500 invested in a video course, a side hustle, dividend stocks, an editor to grow your YouTube, ads to build your brand. Can make you $5,000 over time because the rich don't see money as something to spend. They see it as something to plant. The shift. Earn, invest, multiply. Don't just make money. Make money that makes more money. Here's the formula. Earn from skills or work. Invest that into scalable assets. Multiply it while you sleep. Poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. From income to empire. Let's break it down. Poor mindset, rich mindset. Job, sure security. Job in need of seed capital. Work, survival. Work, leverage. Spend to feel good, spend to grow. Save in banks, invest in assets. Buy gadgets, buy equity. This shift is the difference between retiring broke at 65 and being financially free at 35. High-value assets to build in 2025. Here are some powerful assets that can change your life. YouTube channel, evergreen videos, passive income forever. Email list, direct access to thousands of buyers anytime. Digital products, create once, sell forever. Courses, ebooks, templates, affiliate sites. Make commissions while you sleep. Dividend stocks. Get paid quarterly just for holding shares. Real estate. Rentals that pay you every month. Personal brand. Once people trust you, money follows you. Don't just think jobs or freelancing. Think ownership. Build first, ball later. Poor mindset. As soon as I make money, I'll buy what I want. Rich mindset. As soon as I make money, I'll buy what I need to grow. The poor try to look rich. The rich try to stay rich. So when you get your next paycheck, ask, am I buying my freedom or financing my slavery? Final words, Part 6, summary. Income is temporary. Assets are forever. If your money stops when you do, you're just a better paid slave. But if you build assets, money works while you sleep, chill, or travel. This is the mindset of the 1%. Not just making money, but owning the game. So stop flexing. Start building. Because one day your assets will pay for your house, your vacations, your kids' future, and your freedom. But only if you start now. Long-term vision over instant gratification. The rich think in decades. The poor think in weekends. That one line explains everything. One mindset is thinking, how can I enjoy right now? The other is thinking, how can I build something that pays off 5-10 years from now? This single difference, the battle between short-term pleasure and long-term purpose, is what separates the top 1% from the 99%, the sugar rush mindset. We live in a world addicted to instant gratification. Fast food, 10-second dopamine hits on TikTok. Buy now, pay later. One-click entertainment. Same-day delivery. The poor mindset is shaped by this addiction. It craves comfort now, pleasure now, validation now. But the problem? What feels good now rarely leads to growth later. The loop that keeps you broke. Here's how the instant gratification loop works. You get uncomfortable. You crave escape. You open social media, scroll for hours. Brain gets a dopamine hit. The real problem is still there. Repeat this for years, and you're left with a life full of regrets and wasted time. The rich play a different game. The rich mindset sees further. They understand. The more I delay gratification now, the bigger the rewards later. They are willing to work hard for 5 years to enjoy freedom for 50. Say no to parties to build skills. Invest instead of impress. Create instead of consume. Plant seeds instead of picking fruit. Because they know the fruit of today was planted years ago. Real example. The two friends. Two friends in their 20s. One spends his evenings on Netflix, games, and weekend clubs. The other spends his evenings learning high-income skills, building a brand, and saving to invest. Fast forward 10 years. The first one is still living paycheck to paycheck. The second is financially free. Same start, same country, same opportunities, different vision. The power of compounding. Long-term thinking activates the most powerful force in the world. Compound growth. Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to everything. Knowledge, relationships, audience, discipline, reputation. Small, smart choices made consistently over time, exponential results. Poor people stop too early. Rich people stay in the game long enough to win big. Example, reading. Poor mindset. What's the point of reading 10 pages? It won't change anything. Rich mindset, 10 pages. A day, boss, 12 books a year, new mental universe. The difference? Vision. Delayed gratification builds empires. Every millionaire, athlete, CEO, and creator you admire, they had one thing in common. They were willing to be bored, broke, tired, and unseen, while they built something long-term. They skipped fun, comfort, and short-term pleasure, so they could enjoy the ultimate reward. Freedom. How to train long-term thinking. Here are 7 rules the rich use to build their future. 1. Think in years, not days. Don't ask, what can I get today? Ask, what can I build this year that pays me forever? Instead of, How can I go viral today? Ask. How can I build a brand that grows for 5 years? 2. Value. Boring consistency over hype. Poor mindset chases excitement. This is boring, I'll quit. Rich mindset knows mastery is boring. But that's what makes it powerful. The gym is boring. Investing is boring. Writing content daily is boring. But the results? Legendary. 3. Say no to 99% of distractions. Every quick fun has a cost. Every party is a lost morning. Every binge is a missed habit. Every late night scroll is a stolen opportunity. Discipline isn't about saying yes to success. It's about saying no to distractions. 4. Track the invisible wins. The rich celebrate invisible progress. The habit you kept for 30 days. The book you finished. The project you stayed consistent with. They understand that the roots grow first, before the fruits show up. 5. Set 5-year goals, work backwards. Poor mindset, I want to be rich next month. Rich mindset. Where do I want to be in 5 years? Financially, physically, mentally? What can I do this week that leads me there? This reverse engineering is how you build a powerful future. 6. Create systems, not just goals. Goals are dreams. Systems are habits. Don't just say, I'll get rich. Instead, build a system where you post 1 video a day for 365 days. Write 500 words every morning. Save 20% of every paycheck. Learn 1 new skill every month. System, motivation. 7. Celebrate the long game. Most people quit too early because no one is clapping. No views. No results. No fame. But the rich keep going because they know. The crowd only claps at the finish line, not during the training. Final words, Part 7 summary. Play long enough, and the game becomes unfair in your favor. The poor want rewards today. The rich are building rewards for the next decade. One gets candy. The other gets a kingdom. So ask yourself today, are you choosing comfort or freedom? Are you chasing dopamine or discipline? Are you thinking about this weekend or the next 10 years? Because the mindset that wins is the one that can wait, grind, and grow. This is how you escape average. This is how you join the 1%. Learning over entertainment. Becoming a lifelong student. The more you learn, the more you earn. Warren Buffett. This quote isn't just a saying. It's a blueprint. The biggest difference between the rich and poor isn't money. It's how they treat their time, brain, and energy. Poor mindset. Entertain me. Rich mindset. Educate me. The average person wants to be entertained. They wake up and immediately reach for their phone, opening TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, anything to feel good for a few minutes. But the 1%, they want to grow. They use their time to learn, absorb, and sharpen their minds. The poor say, I'm bored, let me escape. The rich say, I'm curious, let me explore. This single difference compounds over years and creates a massive gap. The age of digital distraction. We are drowning in content. 500+ hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute. Infinite scroll feeds. Meme culture. 6-second dopamine loops. It's designed to make you consume without thinking. But here's the truth. Your attention is your greatest currency, and poor people spend it on garbage. The learning advantage of the rich. The rich mindset turns every moment into a chance to learn. Driving? Listen to a podcast. In bed? Read 10 pages of a book. Waiting? Watch an educational breakdown. On social media? Follow creators who teach. They understand that your brain is your greatest asset. The more you know, the more you can earn. You can build. You can see opportunities others can't. Entertainment is a trap. Here's how it works. You feel a little bored. You open YouTube or TikTok. Your brain gets a dopamine hit. You feel busy even though you're doing nothing. Hours are gone. You learned nothing, earned nothing. Repeat this every day, and you've wasted your potential. The rich don't let this happen. They ask, is this helping me grow or keeping me stuck? Learning builds power. Let's break it down. Knowledge, leverage. Every time you learn a new skill, concept, or strategy, you build leverage. Learn marketing. You can build a business. Learn psychology. You can lead people. Learn investing. You can grow wealth. Learn storytelling. You can influence. The poor mindset says, I already know enough. The rich mindset says, I'm always a student. Every skill stacks. The rich know that skills are like Legos. You build one, then stack another. Eventually, you've built a machine no one can compete with. That's how people go from you, 0 followers, viral brands, broke, business owners, unknown, experts in their field. Real-life examples. Elon Musk. Reads 2 to 3 books per week since childhood. Taught himself rocket science from textbooks. Warren Buffett. Reads 5-6 hours a day. Calls reading the most valuable habit of his life. Naval Ravikant. Says that reading is like compound interest for the mind. He believes that one book can change your entire direction. These guys aren't lucky. They're hungry to learn. Tools rich people use to learn daily. You don't need money. You need intent. Here's what the 1% does. Audiobooks during walks. YouTube long-form interviews instead of music. Podcasts while cooking or cleaning. Subscribing to newsletters that educate. Following smart people on X, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Taking online courses on Udemy, Coursera, Skillshare. They turn their life into a mobile university. Stats that will shock you. The average CEO reads 60 books per year. The average person reads less than 1 book per year. 80% of millionaires read for self-improvement. 85% of poor people don't read anything at all. That's not a coincidence. That's a blueprint. How you can shift to the learning mindset. Here's your step-by-step upgrade plan. 1. Replace 30 minutes of entertainment daily. Start simple. Replace 30 minutes of social media with 30 minutes of educational content. Watch 1 documentary per week. Read 10 pages a night. 2. Build a learning schedule. Don't leave it to chance. Plan it. 7 to 8 a.m. podcast during commute. 8 to 8:30 p.m. book reading. Weekends, 1 course or masterclass. Sundays, reflect. Plus, summarize learnings. 3. Follow smart people online. Unfollow memers, drama pages, gossip channels. Follow entrepreneurs, mentors, niche experts, people who make you think bigger. Your feed, your future. 4. Track what you learn. Use Notion or a notebook. Write down books you finish, ideas that hit you, habits you're applying, quotes that move you. Turn learning into implementation. 5. Teach what you learn. Best way to remember ours, teach someone. Make a video, start a blog, share a tweet, make content from knowledge. Now you're building influence plus mastery, the final shift. If you want to escape the rat race, if you want to think like the 1%, if you want to become unbreakable, you need to ask yourself one question every day. Am I learning or escaping? Because every second you choose learning over distraction, you're planting seeds of wealth, wisdom, and freedom. Part 8 summary. Poor mindset, or it consumes junk for fun. Rich mindset consumes knowledge for freedom. Your attention is the foundation of your future. Learning compounds like money. One good idea can change everything. So don't waste your days watching others live. Build your own empire of the mind, taking massive action. The rich don't wait, they create. You don't need more time. You need to decide. Tony Robbins. Ever wonder why the poor stay stuck even after reading books? Watching motivational videos and dreaming big? It's not knowledge. It's not intelligence. It's not even resources. The real reason? They don't act. The difference between the top 1% and the rest isn't what they know, it's what they do. And more importantly, how fast, how often, and how boldly they do it. Action over everything. In the poor mindset, waiting is normal. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for support. Waiting for a sign. But the rich? They don't wait. They create momentum. They take massive imperfect action and adjust along the way. Success loves speed. Before you go, if this video sparked even one new thought in your mind, if it made you think differently about money, life, or success, then don't just scroll away. Subscribe now, because this isn't just a channel. It's a blueprint for the life you deserve to live. New mindset, new habits, new future. Hit that subscribe button, because every video here is designed to help you escape average and become unbreakable. Let's grow. Let's win. Together.